From the case dashboard, on this tile we can pick pre-mediation and do a pre-mediation with either party. And if we click on Brad, it starts with a statement of intent, and this is what Brad would like in his property settlement. There's more information about statements of intent over in the guides section here. Once we've completed, Brad wants this property settlement agreement to be intended to provide a framework for a just and equitable division of our property, etc. The next step is assets and liabilities in pre-mediation. In this, we can list off what Brad sees as the major assets, superannuations and liabilities, and then we ask Brad to allocate it to either his column or to Janet's column, and this gives Brad an idea of what sort of direction the property settlement might be going. Down here we have the little pie graph that's showing the global percentage split and what the division of the property is here. For example, the house in Denton Street, Brad thinks that Janet would like to have that house, and he puts what he thinks it might be worth on there. Brad wants to keep the unit in Crampton Street, and he nominates a value for their Ford Ranger. Brad would like to keep his Ford Ranger. He thinks Janet would probably want to keep her Toyota Corolla. We put that over in that column. So it does that sort of calculation with only estimated numbers, but it gives a sort of an idea for Brad in what direction the property settlement might be heading. And often it's a reality check on the global percentage split of what might be achievable. The next step in pre-mediation is past contributions and future needs, and in this sheet we can list off the year of a past contribution. Cohabitation date is automatically filled from the case dashboard. Separation year is automatically filled from case dashboard, so we can put in a chronological order the past contributions. Over on this right hand side, we can look at the future needs of each of the parties, and if you hover over the heading, it'll give a short version of that clause of the Family Law Act. If you click the heading, it will produce a pop-up with a relevant clause of the Family Law Act, and we can work through all of the clauses in the Family Law Act. If you want to work through all of the clauses, look at each clause and see if that's relevant to the future needs of each of the parties. I'm Peter Hanson, and this is Magenta for Mediators.